Okay, so we got the new C-Coin exchange event, and I will cover stuff like the rewards, the quests, as well as the AFK rates and how much you need to gather for this event. So first of all, if we look at the event quests, there are a total of 7 of them. The first page is exactly like I predicted from the Korean note. It looks like guild quests, unknown scroll summons, garnet crafting, and crafting aided gem. So I'm assuming the last two will change, while the first two may remain the same and will just increase by the same amount every day. The reward you get for completing all of them is 15k tokens, so it looks like it's exactly the same as the previous event where you got 15k for each like action, or was it like 1500? But I'm gonna assume that the reward of coins is the same for each day, and that would mean in total we would get around 105,000 of these coins across the whole week. Again, keep in mind, these are assumptions. The rewards may increase, but based on the previous experience, they were exactly the same. Now for the rewards, unfortunately, I've looked at all of the boxes and they are exactly the same. It's like a carbon copy of the rewards as well as those come. So 40k for a Devilmon, 20k for a Legend Scroll, 40k in total for 20 Mystical Scrolls. The first box is the processing level 7 promotion, which basically means that you get every single item needed in order to progress from processing 6 to processing 7. So it's useful for those people. For others, you will just get quite a lot of random items. Now, next up is the crafting toolbox, the hero crafting material selection box. Then you can buy 3 of boxes that give you materials for red gems, blue gems, and green gems. And lastly, if you have extra coins, which, spoiler alert, you won't, you can buy some Breath of Lives. Now, if we take into account all of the rewards, you will need a total of 195,000 tokens to claim these. But if the rewards are only 15k each from each day missions, you will only be able to gather 105,000 from the quests. Which means, as we can see in here, that you will need another 90,000 to gather. So in order to gather 90,000 of these tokens, I have done some testing. I have gathered the whole daily limit on my Japan account. That was 600 gatherings and I got a total of 179 tokens. So based on that, I'm assuming the rates will be around 30%, whether you gather or mine. So 30% of all gatherings will give you a token, and that means that on average we are looking at around 300,000 items a gathering in order to buy the remaining items in the shop. And if you think that 300,000 gatherings is a bit of an outrageous number, then you are correct. Because if we look at how much gathering that is, first of all, we take 300,000 gatherings and we can divide it by 7. That will show you how much you need to do each day. That is over 42,000 gatherings. We can also convert this to hourly, which means that in 1 hour you need to gather around 1,785 materials. And yeah, if we divide by another 60, you'll notice that every minute we need to gather 29 items. So unfortunately, even if you gather 24/7 non-stop using the Summoner Pass and using even the fastest tools there are, I mean, most of you will use the purple tier pickaxes or gloves, but even if you use legendary tier items, you wouldn't be able to gather enough tokens to buy everything, because even at a 2-second cooldown, well, I will gonna showcase you. Basically means you need to do 59 seconds of gathering, but you have to account for the fact that while you're gathering, there is a little bit of walking in between. So yeah, just having half a second every minute to walk is not gonna work out, because you walk a bit more every half a second. And if we're looking at the realistic scenario as someone using purple tier items, you need to do 74 seconds of gathering every minute, which is unfortunately not possible, because that's not how time works. So yeah, basically you will get close if you gather infinitely every day, but overall keep in mind that If the rewards are the same for 15k each day, you will unfortunately not be able to gather all of the rewards. So make sure to choose the rewards carefully. And in my opinion, it's best to wait until the very end and see how many points you got and prioritize your purchases based on that. But yeah, that's about it for the event. And peace.